Why don't we go next to, where are we going to go here? Because there's a lot of people. What about Jackie in, is it Jackie in Jacksonville or is it Jackson? I can't quite see it. Jackie, where are you calling from? Are you even there? Let's start with that question, Jackie. Jackie has been invited.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, it is Jacksonville, isn't it?
It is Jacksonville, actually, North Carolina.
Oh, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Oh, all right. Well, welcome to the program.
Yeah, the other Jacksonville. Thank you. I'm a longtime listener.
Thank you.
First time caller.
Appreciate it. What's on your mind?
And I have a lot on my mind, actually,
All right.
and mainly a concern and a question. A little bit of my background, I have just made like a fresh escape from what I call the hell of East Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm a Black transgender woman, and I am originally from Tennessee. I'm an original Tennessean, and you can imagine the kind of stress and turmoil, tedium that we've had to deal with as people of color in the South. That you add the layer of transgender, and then it compounds, right?
Sounds horrible, to be honest.
It's absolutely horrific, and it's disturbing and quite frankly, very concerning. Especially my concern specifically has to do with the amount of anti-trans legislation that has just been put out freshly in the great year of 2023.
Right.
Before basically even, Happy New Year is finished being sang by the society as a whole. You have members of the GOP introducing legislation that is targeted at diminishing our quality of life. And it's very upsetting. We have a lot of people in this community that are looking for equity and looking for parity, and tired of really asking for it, but instead thinking moving forward that we should start demanding. That is my concern, if you will. My question as a transgender activist and an LGBTQ plus advocate, what can we do as a community, as a transgender community, as a queer community? What can we do to better, how should I put it, to better demand our quality of respect, our parity in this society that is intentionally demeaning transgender people, especially transgender youth?
I think it's a great question. I think the issue with, I can really only comment on this generically in the sense of what can anyone do to bring their issue more to the forefront. And of course, it's starting to run for office at every level, meaning everything from parent-teacher association up through the highest, federal offices and everything in between. Contacting media, a concerted effort to get media spotlights on issues of importance and things that are, it's sort of generic to any issue that you're trying to put into the forefront. I think the specific game plan on this issue should really be led within the community. And so, beyond that generic idea, I think it's for people who are part of the community to really figure out the best way to go forward, rather than for me to kind of suggest. I beyond the generic stuff, I'm not sure.
Right. And that's just it. Is that, I work for a trans charity organization, legitimate 501c3.
Yep.
And our plan is to bring our allies to the forefront and to empower our allies. There's a lot of cisgender people out here who, with the colloquialism of silence being complicity.
Right.
When you have, our allies, the people who actually support us and, want to give us the fair shake at having our parity and pursuing happiness and attaining it. When they're silent and not speaking on our behalf, how can we better draw them in to empower them And well, not even them, but you, for instance. You know what I'm saying? How can we get you out here being a voice for transgender parity and equality and all that stuff?
Yeah, I
How
mean,
can we
this is
get
a
this?
big issue in
Yeah.
general when it comes to allies, and it goes beyond the trans community, which is activating allies, but not so much that the allies start coming in and imposing what they believe should happen over those who are
Mhm.
actually members of the group. Like, this is a big thing
Oh,
with the
absolutely.
entire, Latinx thing, which I don't use.
Right.
And, as a Hispanic American, when random, white Americans say whether it should or shouldn't be used or whatever, it
Uh,
starts to sort of feel like, well,
totally
how
got it.
about my view from within the community? You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think it's
Yeah.
important to find that balance.
And shout out to the governor of Arkansas who just banned Latinx
Yeah,
as a
I saw it.
as her first act
Banning
in
is a whole
office. I'm
other
thinking,
story. That maybe is going a little
yeah,
too far.
absolutely.
Well,
And I'm
listen,
thinking,
Jackie,
do
I
we not have
appreciate the call. You're
better?
raising some really important issues, and I want you to keep us posted on what else you get involved in down there and whether there's any progress.
Absolutely. Surely will. And thank you so much. I am a fan of the show. Oh my gosh. Just the eloquence that you come with and the honesty that you present to the audience is above and beyond. So
Thank you.
congratulations
I
on the
appreciate that.
show. Congratulations on that beautiful little girl as well.
Thank
And
you.
blessed 2023 to you.
Jackie from
Bye.
Jacksonville, great to hear from you. Very, very powerful messaging and important stuff going on. And what great people doing great things all over the place.